Guess who? It's me after last video was April 3rd. My webcam is out of control. I have called the IT people. I sent it into the IT desk. They fixed it. It stopped working. I called IT people. I was on the phone for them for an hour and a half. It's on my record. They took control of my computer. They tried it. They did all this stuff to try to fix my webcam. Couldn't fix it. So they called me again. They sent me all the CDs to uninstall the webcam all entirely, and then they sent me the CD to install it again. And we did that. Still wasn't working. And then guess what? I check it right now, and for some reason it's working. I don't understand my webcam. I actually have to send in my laptop Friday because they think it's a driver problem. So I'm just gonna send in the whole laptop, and my warranty's gonna they're just gonna replace the driver because something is wrong with my webcam. So I'm not gonna have my laptop for a whole week this Friday, coming this Friday. So this is a big sacrifice just to fix this webcam. So, and I know it's not permanently working. Like it's working now. That's why I'm making this video, but it's probably gonna crash again. So I just want to get it fixed once and for all. So just a heads up. Come this Friday, most likely, yeah, there won't be a meeting for a while. Okay. So let me start with the facts and kindness. Of course, I've been recording them every day. April 4th, 2011. Fact. Co-advisor at Jones. Neat. I got it, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. So that's not really like a fact, but it is kind of a fact because I found out that day. And so yeah, say hello to me. Okay, so I'm super excited about that. Kindness. Okay, so my teacher from my education class went to a Hawaii trip, and she's the kind of like the teacher like no like she's I don't know she's not like she's kind of annoying, and I know the kids in my class think that too. But she went to Hawaii, and like I know it was a big deal for her. So I was like, no one else is gonna ask her about her trip, and no one did. And it was obvious she was waiting for someone to ask her. So I was like, "How was your trip to Hawaii?" And she gladly ran with the opportunity to talk about it. Okay, April 5th, 2011. Fact. Here's the fact I learned. Okay, when words end in ed, it's pronounced two ways, as a t or as a d. So he spent no wait. Okay, granted, that ended just with a T sound, whereas ended is ended with the D sound. I don't know, but either way, it's ended with a T or D sound. I don't know. It's a linguistic thing if you don't learn. Kindness. I was very friendly to guest presenter. Okay, so for my ling class, speaking of linguistics, there was a guest presenter, and I made sure to like be super friendly to her. So like for some reason she seemed kind of nervous, and she kept looking at me. So I kept like smiling at her and like yeah, like encouraging, and I think it made her feel better because she was really cool. So that's what my random class kindness was. April 6th, 2011. Oh, here's the fact I learned. I am the new food representative at Love It. Woo! So it's kind of like the co-advisor thing, like, oh, it's not really a fact, it's just something that happened to me. But it's exciting, so yay! So come to me if you have any questions, I guess. Kindness. Okay, so for my Wednesday tutoring thing, my random kindness was I gave my kids, well, not really. I only have one kid, but then like I'm friends with all the other kids too. I gave the kids each $1. Kind of just like here, take $1. So, so they could get candy or soda or something, and it really meant a lot. And I had to do it super on the download because like here, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to give the kids money. Pretty sure that's against the rules. But I just wanted to like do something because this Wednesday, tomorrow is our last day ever, and most of them are fifth graders. So I won't see a lot of them again because they'll be going to middle school. So yeah, something sad. April 7th, 2011. Fact. Okay, so Thursday was Owl Days last Thursday, and there were so many proxies. And in fact, I learned this is kind of stupid, but I learned our prospies are smart. The class of 2015 here at my university, they're smart. These kids are choosing between all kinds of schools, all in the top 20. Amazing, bright kids. I didn't talk to a single kid who was like, oh yeah, I'm choosing between here and like, like another school. Like they're amazingly bright class coming in. So that was the fact I learned. Kindness. I talked it up with the property, so I advertised my university a lot. I talked to my answers to questions, blah blah blah, like because there was a big mailing party, and you could tell the properties. Like some properties were a little more social, some not at all. And I just kind of like talked about them, like hung out with them, and like told them everything they wanted to know about my university, and hopefully made them feel better, and hopefully they'll come here and give us their smart. April 8th, 2011, my half birthday. Fact. Okay, this is a stupid fact. I probably couldn't remember anything. Houston has a car parade. There's a car parade that goes around. That's the fact I learned. And you decorate trucks, cars, whatever, and you parade it, and you can win a prize. That's the fact I learned. Didn't know there was one. Now I do. Uh, kindness. Oh, trips to the soda machine. That's what I read. Okay. So at the school I go to on Friday, there's a soda machine that's in the teacher's lounge, and the kids aren't allowed in there. And kids have like their own money, so they wanted me to take them to the soda machine. I made so many trips because Friday was so hot. Oh my gosh, it was burning. So many kids kept coming up to me for the soda machine, and I made like a million trips to the teacher lounge. Unbelievable. It was like just every time I came back from literally every time I came back from the teacher's lounge as a kid, another kid would come up with me and be like, "Can we get a soda?" And so I just like took a million trips, and I actually even got in trouble because one of the teachers in the teacher lounge, when I brought like 4 or 5 of them all at once, and she was like, "You can't bring the kids in here," and I was like, "Oh, but it's a really hot day," and blah blah blah, and she was like, "Okay, I'll let it slide." So she's like, next time I only bring 1 or 2 at a time. So that's why I kept making. So after the first like grand trip, I had to just take them one by one. So that was, but you know, it was a hot day. It was really hot. Um, April 9th, 2011, Saturday. Fact: Baccahnalia means orgy in Greek. I found that out because there was a party on Saturday called Baccahnalia, and someone told me it means orgy in Greek. Or maybe no, I think they said Greek, but maybe it's Roman. But I'm pretty sure it's Roman. I don't think the language. I think it's Latin, but anyway, Bacchanalian means orgy in Greek. Bacchanalian! Woohoo! Uh, random act of kindness. I texted my brother because my mom told me to keep him in my thoughts, so I texted him, letting him know, you know, you ever, like, I'm here. Because, you know, sometimes he gets, like, down moods, and I just, like, what else do you have? So I texted him, and he texted me back. Like, all he did was just say, thanks, Janina. And then that was it. So, how was a fact? Kindness. Can't speak. April 10th, Sunday. Yeah, that's a Sunday. Burglar. Burglar. Something. It's a verb. And it means to steal. That's what I learned. That's what I wrote. I wrote down burglar, to steal. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, but there's a verb that sounds like burglar that means to steal. Didn't know that. And kindness. Okay. I don't know if this counts as kindness really, but there's a friend of mine here, and I haven't really been talking to this person in a while, and like Sunday, I just like bonded and like spent time with that person. And it's this is a weird one. I don't want to expound on it too much, but that's what I did Sunday. It was just like bond with this person that I really needed to bond with at that time, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't even know if it was more of a random kind of act of kindness on their part than mine, but I don't know. It's hard to explain, and I don't want to explain it too much. Uh, April 11th, yesterday, Monday. That Chihuahuas are more closely related to rats than dogs. That's why they look like mini rats. Well, bigger rats. Yeah, Chihuahuas are bigger. So that was a fact I learned. Oh my gosh, sorry, PS. I'm like super sweaty because I just came back from dance practice. I'm learning the Greek dance for our college night on Friday. The Greece, not Greek, Greece dance. Like, so we're doing Grease Lightning, we're doing Hand Job, and we're doing The One I Want or something like that. The last song they played in the movie. Woo! It's intense. That's sorry why I look like a mess. Um, kindness for yesterday, April 11th. Okay, there's this guy who is getting. He was my ex's like best friend, and he is like trying to get with me, and I don't want to get with him, and I respect my ex too much to even get with him. So first off, I'm not interested. Second off, he, dude, and then third off, like no. So I held back on like flirting and like I don't know, and I wish he would stop like trying to get with me. Hope he never sees this video. Anyway, because that would be awkward. But anyway, and for today, April 10th, 12. Fact. I learned this from my psychology textbook, and it's about like group mentality and the whole social psychology thing. And it's basically when you're in a group, you are not the same person that you are when you're individual. So one reason is the diffusion of responsibility. It's like, okay, say you're working on a group project, you're gonna do far less work than if you were working alone on that project. And another example is like deindividualization. So if um if there was like a really funny scene in a movie, you're less likely to like laugh at it loudly. But if you're less like if you're the only person who wanted to laugh out loud, like and no one else laughing, you probably wouldn't laugh out loud loudly. But if like everyone else laughing, you're more likely to laugh loudly. Does that make sense? That's kind of a bad example because I can think of so many people who would just laugh anyway. But I know for me, like I'm probably one of the people who actually would hold back the laugh. And kindness for today. Okay. So I shared hot tamales and Cheetos. I had a box of hot tamales and I had a bag of Cheetos and hot Cheetos and I wanted it. I wanted it for myself, but other people wanted it and they're around me and they're like, hey, can you get some more to do this. So I shared my hot tamales, I shared my Cheetos, you know. Not like I need the extra calories. Um, wow, this is an 11-minute video. That's what I get for having a terrible webcam that bugs out. Maybe I should email the guy back saying it's working now, but it's probably gonna break again soon, so I think I'm just gonna send it in the BT. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this off now because this is really too long. Okay, bye. So I just realized I left out April 3rd, even though it was written down on my notepad. I just totally forgot to say it. And okay, so April 3rd was fact. I learned about the antisocial personality disorder, and I learned it's actually very, very rare. I feel like I've seen way too many TV shows about it, but it's actually really uncommon. And anti-personality, I was talking about split. I was talking about multiple personalities. Okay, well, what I was talking about was multiple personalities. And that's when you have like multiple personality living, and if you have different ages, genders, everything. And so it's just like a totally different person inside you. But what I actually wrote down on my notepad was about antisocial disorder, and that's like when you don't really pay mind. So someone who is a con man has antisocial personality disorder, most likely if they don't feel guilt about conning people, stuff like that. And okay, so I just gave you two facts. One that I wrote down, and then one that I just kind of accidentally started out. And in fact, for kindness for April 3rd was I helped someone with their project. Honestly, it was so long ago, I can't remember what the project was. I wrote down help someone with their project. I'm assuming I helped someone with their project. I really can't remember. It was so long ago, but that was my kindness for April 3rd. And I'm gonna just join this now. Okay, bye.